I tell you once more, please get out of my way. I don't want you no more.
We're done here, boy.
I know you think you're so fine, but you can't see clear. I've been wanting to unwind.
Are you interested in a unique shopping experience for the holidays where you can buy awesome products directly from women in cannabis, hemp, CBD, and psychedelics? Then you're going to want to hear from my guests today. Welcome back to Women Leading in Cannabis, where we go deep with smart women in cannabis, hemp, CBD, and psychedelics. You can subscribe to this podcast on iTunes, Pandora, and Spotify. I'm Kyra Reed, and I'm here today with abbey-weintraub-sklar and Rebecca Goldberg. Welcome, ladies.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, ladies. Rebecca and Abby are the co-founders of the Artsy Leaf, an e-commerce destination that celebrates cannabis culture. Canna creators and interested buyers can sell and shop uniquely curated cannabis and hemp products, from one-of-a-kind art pieces to pipes and bongs. There is something for every connoisseur. All right, ladies, welcome to the show. I am so excited to talk with you today about the Artsy Leaf. So this really is being pitched as the Etsy of cannabis. So Abby and Rebecca, tell us about yourselves and tell us about the Etsy of cannabis, Artsy Leaf.
Thank you so much, Kyra, for having us. We're super excited to be here with you too. Abby and I are former colleagues, and we come from the event industry. And when the pandemic hit, our kind of growing event business that was catering to cannabis companies really was impacted. And by impacted, I mean we lost most of our client roster within the first 3 weeks of the pandemic. And one of those, we were going to do CBD pop-up marketplaces up and down the West Coast and bring them into Boston and New York. So we really took that time to think, how could we bring cool kind of farmer market style artists, creators, and products to people online in the cannabis and CBD space? And that's kind of how the Artsy Leaf was born.
That's such a great pandemic story. I love that. So when you thought of what Artsy Leaf was going to be, was it an intentional marketplace that would reflect an Etsy experience, or did that kind of come about as you were building it?
Yes. So as we were further into the pandemic, we were noticing, because we were online so much, that all of these creators were all over these larger platforms, and Etsy included. But when we started digging into policies, we noticed, as we know now, that these larger platforms and corporations are just not cannabis friendly. And, there's good reason for that, but that doesn't mean that there shouldn't be a place where you can go and find all of these creators that are all over the place and have it in one centralized site. Yeah, we were just building it from that. Rebecca, I don't know if you want to add to that.
Yeah, I will. I think that part of coming out of the pandemic, we saw such massive layoffs that we saw a lot of people turning to side hustles and using cannabis or CBD to help with kind of the anxiety and the unknown of how much life has been impacted by this in such a short period of time, on top of realizing that there's not kind of a safe and secure place that's reliable for people to sell their creative goods in the cannabis space, that there are people who are now trying to make a livelihood for themselves and survive. And we knew that we wanted to be that place where somebody could come as, a stay-at-home mom, somebody who is a retiree making a little bit of extra money in a safe, supportive environment.
I really love the fact that you've identified another way to really help women, because I imagine a lot of the vendors on your space are women who are looking to earn more money in an honest way. And especially the women who are makers in the cannabis industry, we're so limited in the ways that we have to generate revenue on these platforms that are, easily accessible for most women who are making jewelry or sewing, all of the craft things that women are doing and making a living on. If it has anything to do with cannabis, we're limited. So I think that's really amazing that in your platform, you're opening up the ability for so many more women to be able to make money for themselves independently.
Absolutely. We couldn't agree more. We think that, we are definitely a demographic that is overlooked and still fighting for, equal pay and opportunities. And so we just really feel strongly there needs to be a safe outlet that people can take a chance with. And, a lot of artists and creatives tend to be they don't talk about themselves that well, and maybe they're not the best self promoters. So we're really striving to be a place where women in particular feel comfortable taking chances and showing their artwork, showing their creations, not being so self-critical about themselves, and really seeing them as powerful people who have something to say and deserve a space for their items and products to be seen.
I love that. So tell us, what can you expect as a vendor when you list your wares on Artsy Leaf? What is the experience both for the vendor and also for the consumer?
So vendors right now, when they come to the site, they are able to submit themselves and actually right away start building out their store. We provide instructions and support on how to do that. We are here to walk them through that process. And once their items are available, we provide marketing opportunities to their direct market, because that's, again, we come from the cannabis space, and uh, we're able to use and work with the people that we've met along the way, such as Women Empowered in Cannabis, to really get these creators in front of their target market.
And what about the consumer?
The consumers, yes. Well, the consumers, once you come to the site, you will have so many amazing and unique products to choose from. We have so many categories. We're looking at accessories, pipes, we have apparel. Um, my gosh, there's everything, jewelry. It's really exciting. For the consumer, I'll say I love to shop. Maybe might not be doing so much these days, but I love finding cool products and finding out more about the creator behind them. And so that is something you'll be able to do when you're on the Artsy Leaf. We really encourage our vendors, like Rebecca was saying, to talk about themselves, and they don't have to censor their use of cannabis or what's inspired them to do what they do.
I think part of the user experience too is unique, because if you go to a mainstream platform like an Amazon or Etsy and you search for pipes or for cannabis accessories, you can find them, but you don't know where they're being sourced. It could be from a factory in China that has really yucky chemicals in the pipe that you're going to be inhaling into your lungs. So we really strive to partner and source vendors who are making these small batch items that really take the time and energy to make sure that their product is safe if you're going to be using it as a mode of ingesting cannabis or CBD, and really put that extra time and attention in knowing that you're getting a quality product. The second thing that I just wanted to add was that when you search for things, we're buried. The cannabis community is buried within these other platforms, if not entirely censored. So, coming to the Artsy Leaf, you'll be able to find products that are specifically for the cannabis industry and culture and that are celebrated. So there's no buried products, there's no having to know secretive search terms or keywords to try and find things. We're really catering to this community and celebrating it.
Let's talk about your interface. We're obviously audio only here, so we can't show what Artsy Leaf looks like. But can both the vendors and the consumers expect the kind of experience that they have when they do visit a place like Etsy, where it's easy to search for products, you get a wide variety of returns when you do search for things, that the buying process is seamless, the shipping process is seamless? Is this what we can all expect on the Artsy Leaf?
Yeah, absolutely. We are a young company, and I think, part of supporting companies specific to the cannabis industry right now is understanding that some of them are young, and Etsy and Amazon didn't look like they did in the beginning as they do now. So the user experience and the interface absolutely is searchable. You get a large variety of returns when you search for an item like jewelry. You'll find every vendor who's selling jewelry on the page. We have a scroll option thinking of mobile friendly shopping without a specific app. So products on pages will auto populate as you scroll down. So we're getting to that stage of really taking in feedback from vendors and from buyers and their experience and what could have, led to a better purchasing path. But we've been getting a lot of great feedback that I was able to find what I was looking for, and the transaction happened smoothly, and I received my products. And that's the biggest thing too. We aren't wholesaling anything. We aren't reselling stuff. We're really giving vendors the ability to create their own shop and shipping out directly. So there are, one of our challenges is making sure that our vendors actually provide their products in a timely fashion. And so far, I think we've been experiencing a great success with that and satisfied customers.
That's wonderful. I'm really glad to hear that. So let's talk about the winter market. Okay, so Women Empowered in Cannabis, you approached us and asked us to partner with you in the winter market, which I'm so excited to be participating in, and so glad that you asked us to do this with you. Would you tell us, what is the winter market? What can we expect? Why did you want to partner with Women Empowered in Cannabis? And then tell us about what's happening on November 30th.
So the winter market, Kyra, we are so excited about our partnership with Women Empowered in Cannabis on this winter market that we have running now until January 15th. We have an amazing collection of now 60 women-owned businesses that are selling their incredible creations in this winter market. And back to your question of, why we approached Women Empowered in Cannabis. Well, we knew immediately when we wanted to have a women-owned, focused event like this, that Women Empowered in Cannabis was absolutely the partner that we wanted to work with. It's just incredible, the community that you have that you've put together, and so many incredibly talented women are members of Women Empowered in Cannabis, and we really wanted to give them the spotlight. And so this market really provides an elevated shopping experience for people that are looking to gift unique or limited cannabis-inspired products during the 2021 holiday season and beyond. So yeah, we're so excited about it. And we have our event coming up on November 30th, 2021. And this will be an opportunity to shop live while also having a chance to meet the creators and also network with other women in the industry. I think it's going to be a really wonderful time.
I do as well. I'm really looking forward to it. We've never done something quite like this. We're going to be using the Hop-In platform. And so you will actually be able to visit the exhibitor booth. So you'll go to each vendor and they'll be there on camera showing you the products, demonstrating them for you. Some of them are going to have giveaways. We're also going to have some fun activities As she said, there will be networking going on as well. So it's going to be a really fun afternoon. It's a Women Empowered in Cannabis and Artsy Leaf event. So it will be a shopping experience for the community, by the community. And we as women will get the opportunity to give our dollars to other women, which is how we build wealth among us and how we retain money on our side. So this is a great opportunity, ladies. If you're listening and you are ready to do your Christmas shopping, go to the Artsy Leaf Winter Market. It is on, how long is the winter market going to be open on Artsy Leaf?
The winter market will be open through January 15th of 2022.
And so you ladies, you can go anytime between now and the 15th and check out the market. If you would like a shopping experience where you can actually meet the vendors and talk more about their products and really have a chance to peruse a lot of different things at one time and get some networking in and some holiday celebration, like I said, we're going to have some fun activities, then join us on November 30th. Ladies, will you please tell them where they can go? What is the link to find the winter market and where do they register for the event on November 30th?
Of course. So you can visit wintermarket.theartsy-leaf.com. And through the Winter Market site directly, there will be a registration link, or you can also visit the Women Empowered in Cannabis site to register.
Fantastic. And we will have more information going out about that through our social networks and through our newsletter. So keep an eye out for that if you are a WEIC member.
One of the reasons why we approached Women Empowered in Cannabis about this partnership with the Winter Market is the strong message and belief that women coming together and collaborating lifts everybody else up and eliminates this innate thing that women have and that the patriarchal society has put upon us, which is competition. So we really see Women Empowered in Cannabis as an organization that carries that message strong and really supports all of our vendors.
Thank you so much. That makes me very happy to know that that is that the message is coming across. And I love to be joined by other women in that message. It's really the only way that we will be able to grab the real estate and cement our position in this industry for us and for women coming up, whether it's new legal states coming on or another generation that wants to survive and thrive in cannabis. So thank you for joining me in that mission, ladies. I really appreciate it. Tell us, where can they find out more information about Abby and Rebecca and Artsy Leaf? If I'm a vendor, where do I go? If I'm a consumer, where do I go?
Yes, so you can visit, we have our obviously year-round site, which is theartsy-leaf.com, and that includes all of our vendors on the Artsy Leaf with men as well, and there are some really great products. Through the artsy-leaf.com or wintermarket.theartsy-leaf.com, you can also navigate back and forth between the two. So there are links that will take you through the sites on both sides. If you are a vendor, you can register for one. If you land on one page, we see all the registrations come through. And if you're a women-owned vendor, we automatically invite you through December to join us at the Winter Market. So you can find the Artsy Leaf on Instagram at the.artsy-leaf. We're also on Facebook at the.artsy-leaf as well.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today and sharing everything about Artsy Leaf and the Winter Market. I'm really looking forward to November 30th. All right, ladies, that is it for our show today. Please be sure to subscribe to Women Leading in Cannabis. Thank you so much, Abby and Rebecca, for your time and for sharing your journey with us today. Ladies, thank you for tuning in. If you haven't yet joined the Women Empowered in Cannabis community, go to our brand new membership site at www.weicwomen.com. There you'll find all the details on membership for women working in cannabis. You can also find us on Clubhouse as WEIC, where we host AMA rooms with investors, recruiters, and open mics to introduce yourself to the community. WEIC is a community that provides resources, connections, events, and content to women working in cannabis in the US, Canada, and around the world where there's an interest in cannabis legalization. We welcome women who are currently working in the industry or curious about taking a leap. Consider becoming a WEIC woman member or WEIC business member for benefits and access across the network. And join us again for another conversation with women leading in cannabis.